9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. Liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Roger, Tower.
Hi.
Oh, wait.
It's okay, I'll edit it out. Welcome to the Alien Probe Podcast. It is Saturday, July, what's this? The 12th, 2025. I'm Doug. Joining me today is Elder, Eli, and Junior, our special guest. Junior's a big believer in aliens and UFOs. So, Junior, you had a sighting. We were talking about it earlier because we had the air conditioning on and I ruined the whole thing. But you had a sighting. And 9 years old, right?
Yeah, 9 when I believed in aliens, but it was like last 2 years ago I saw the fireballs.
You saw the fireballs.
Yeah.
So probably didn't report that to MUFON, right? Mutual UFO Network. It's probably just, they would probably say it's a meteor or something. They don't investigate everything. So, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it was like one, it was coming down, but then it stopped and then it just disappeared, and then it came two, and the other one was green, and then they just kept playing around, like they were chasing each other, playing around each other, going in circles and everything, and they just they kept doing that for 5 minutes, and then just crashed to each other, and then three, and then they went down, and went back up, and then it disappeared, and then I didn't see them again.
Amazing. So you're thinking, we were talking earlier, and you're thinking they may come from underwater?
Yeah, underwater. They have to be underwater.
And Elder and I talked about how wonderful Catalina Island is. We won't have to go over that again. And please zip line if you go to Catalina Island. But I think I ended it with, I was talking with the guys helping with the zip line. And I said, have you seen anything? And the guy says, we see this stuff coming and going out of the water toward Long Beach all the time. And there's a show called A Terror in the Sky. Actually, William Shatner was on it. And it was about how they, that there's like a portal in the sky that they filmed. It was kind of a little bit, it wasn't like this big, giant portal. It was like an opening, but it wasn't distinct. It was kind of, blurry and things. So it could have, they could be coming through interdimensionally.
Yeah.
And flying maybe into the ocean. They have to be somewhere where we can't find them. They're not going to let us just. And if you see one, they land in your backyard, don't touch the ship.
You can disappear.
Well, you may not disappear, but might disappear. I don't know. But they say that because of the
Material?
the material and then the process that it uses for propulsion makes it might be might not be radioactive, might be something, and people are getting sick from touching it. So don't run up and ask to be taken away or anything, but get pictures.
Selfie.
Ask for a girlfriend like my dad.
Alien girlfriend?
Alien girlfriend.
You got to get a hybrid. You got to get one that's half alien and
Human.
half human. I think I've seen some of those walking around. But where'd they come from? Do they come from space or in another dimension? Where you sure they're underwater and they're in the Antarctic, maybe? Because Argentina is. Did you know that? You're not into this part of history yet, but Hitler. I know you've heard of Hitler.
Yeah, I heard of Hitler.
So, he had flying saucers.
That he was a really bad guy.
They say, oh yeah, he was a very bad guy. But they say, I shouldn't say he had. They say he had flying saucers. They say they had, these ships. I can't remember the name of them, but But Project High Jump, where this Admiral Byrd in I don't know if it was World War II, I forget what year it was, but he actually went to the Antarctic and he flew into this area, and it was tropical, like, you know, it's jungle, and all of a sudden it was snow, and then all of this.
Yeah.
So then he flew in there, and then he saw the ships, but the ships had swastikas on them. That's the story. I don't know, you know, and that was probably, if you hear of it, it's called Project High Jump.
High Jump.
And it's on, actually, if you go to our YouTube channel, there's a video on there that's all, I don't know how it got on my channel, honestly.
Oh, really?
I don't know how it got on the channel. And it's all about Project High Jump, but I didn't put it on there.
I'll watch it. I'll watch
It's weird.
I think that there's different kinds of aliens, like long aliens, like aliens that disappear. So there might be some underwater, some kind of species of aliens, and the other species like somewhere else in outer space or in the water too. Or they might just be like cats or...
You like the cat theory, don't you?
Yeah.
But you don't have a cat?
No, I'm allergic.
Oh, you're allergic?
Yeah.
What happens if you get around cats? You can't breathe?
No, I start sneezing a lot, and I can't stop sneezing until I had to take a shower, sneeze, and the sneeze goes away.
Yeah. Not a huge, well, I've got a dog. We're dog people.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's tough, because cats are cool, you know, but dogs, I like dogs a lot better. But I don't think the cat theory, like you were talking about earlier, the ancient Egyptians they were in both, what did you say?
They were both in both worlds, in our world in a different dimension, and they could go back and forth. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true, but
Well, I know it was a big deal, they say, and cats are buried with, you know,
with the
their
mummies.
kings and in the mummies, you know, when they're mummified, they put probably live cats at the time, and maybe they mummified the cat. I don't know.
They said in a way they kind of helped them kind of transfer over to the next dimension.
Oh, cats go with them into the next
dimension.
life. Well, it could be dimension.
Yeah.
We don't know. What do you think happens? What do you think happens when you die? Hope I don't scare anybody.
No, go ahead.
I think you either get another life or you like your memories in 7 minutes. I heard that when you die, you get like your favorite memories for like 7 minutes, and then you go like to like heaven or hell, and then you transfer, or you get another life.
That's pretty close to what I've had. I had a guy on that's what happens after. They call it the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he says that you die, and then you go up, you ascend, and then you see someone you know, like a family member, a dead who's passed, or you know someone famous that you're familiar with, and they try to convince you to come back down to earth to be reincarnated. And if you don't want to do that, you said, which is probably what I would do, I'll stay up here.
Yeah, me too.
You know, you can stay in that realm, right? In that realm, you can do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do, I mean, if you want to be with 100 women, you know, it's all voluntary. That's a lot of women, though. You have a girlfriend?
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. What'd you say? You trying to keep some? Did you? You had a girlfriend?
I used to. No, I never.
What happened? Was it
No,
ugly breakup?
I had an Area 51 girlfriend.
You had alien girlfriend?
Yeah.
They're the best. Yeah, it's so anyway, so then you're up there, you can be with it, and you could build, if you like to work on cars, you can work on cars, you can do anything you want, you know. So I asked the guy, I said, you can't go up here, you're up here forever, you can do anything you want. I go, it's kind of, do you ever eat candy corn? You know what candy corn
Yeah.
is? In Halloween, it's a little corn candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you eat a lot of it, have you had it, Elder? If you eat a lot of it, you kind of get sick of it, right? I go, is it like that? Where you can do anything you want? It's like eating candy corn, you can do anything you want, and you get tired of it. And then what do you do when you get bored and tired? Let's do something bad. You know,
Let's go back down.
they don't talk. They literally are talking. This guy about the fact that there's no hell. This is basically you're in hell.
Earth is hell.
You know what I mean? Sometimes not even. Sometimes,
I believe that. I believe
yeah, but the only place to go but up. You know, I don't want you to take that literally. It's just a guy's story that he said. You know what I mean? Nothing I say is really real. It's all conjecture. You know, it's all part of what I hear. You know, but it's interesting. You know, to see what you can do.
I feel like aliens help like the ancient times build the pyramids. They just like told them and they just helping them move the bricks and tell them like how to build it and give them instructions. I feel like aliens were like the first thing to ever exist. But not first from the God, but like I feel like God made them so we like think about something. Cause they
100 years old or something. Holy crap! He talks like somebody who's known about this his whole life. Yes, that's what they. That's exactly that's the story. Well, that's the theory.
The
You know?
aliens, my dad said that aliens can attack us because of Mother Nature. I think
They can't attack us.
they can't.
Oh, I told him a story about how Earth, in a way, this is my belief, like aliens are in a different dimension, and the way they made us is like our mother kind of defends us from them to make anything bad towards us, even though sometimes they do, right? But it's like we're so protected by I want to call it Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in a way where they're like, you know what, we're not going to touch the human species. It's something I kind of read in a way as well that I kind of understood that.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories about how many species
Yes.
there are. I've heard 57 species, and then I've heard 4. You know what I mean? There's only 4. You know, the tall grays, the grays, the Nordics that look like the Scandinavian people.
The big eyes.
Yeah, that's
The ones I saw.
Yeah, so
The big eyes.
Yeah, I don't really know, you know, what the truth is. I have a book called The Blue Planet Project. Before we go, I'll show it to you. This would be fun for you to look at. It's got a lot of pictures and stuff. And it's
Have you heard about what happened in Miami? Like I don't know when. People say it's like teenagers like fireworking, but some people say it's like 8 foot tall.
Oh, that's the
I remember
Miami, mall.
You were talking about
Yeah, we were
that.
talking about the other day. Yeah.
There's what's another story with that is that the cops made everybody throw their
phones.
cell phones, give them their cell phones, which I don't know if that's true or not. There's a lot of what you have to understand about this theory, with this conspiracy, as it were. You know, is that, you know, there's all kinds of different stories out there, and there's people that tell stories on their YouTube platforms, the real popular ones.
This is my theory. I think aliens aliens. Why would it be like a lot of planets, but like not the sun? Like a lot of planets just for nothing. They had to be for like something, right? Like for like aliens or something. Like maybe God made the aliens and made them like homes for the aliens. Each kind of aliens have their home.
So you're saying we're aliens as well?
Yeah.
Or maybe God was an alien.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's that. I don't want to, you know, and this is part of the reason we can go into why disclosure, which means disclosure. You know what disclosure is? That means that's the government coming out and saying, getting on stage and putting their arm around an alien and say, okay, they exist. Here he is. That's never going to happen. So, that's what I don't know. I don't know where we're going with disclosure.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
may never know.
Yeah, maybe never. Hopefully one day someone has the be tough and all to like have more balls and just go to somewhere. Go like.
You know that everybody on the planet is going to see this video, right?
I know.
Okay, just telling you. This is an international video. We're seen all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're not giant, we're seen all over the world.
We're famous.
You know, I'll show you. What I'll do is I'll send you the when I post it, when I upload it,
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you the statistics to see how many people watch
The
how many
video.
people watch it. YouTube, I don't get as many. YouTube this isn't a dynamic. This is for fun.
You should download Twitch.
I have Twitch. Yeah, I don't do it for the show, but my son has Twitch, and I don't do TikTok. I don't do TikTok. That's we're just doing it for informational purposes and for people to people in our area to tell their story. Because when people see things, they're not. And Elder's seen this. They're not too comfortable telling their stories sometimes because it's not a good experience. It's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Elders didn't sound very fun either. It was kind of creeped me out.
Yeah, I want to see my past life.
Yeah, it was.
Hopefully I just was an alien, but then I was nice and then I became a human.
So what else do you think they might be? Where else do you think they might come from? They come from the Antarctic?
The Antarctic, yeah. People say that like under the Antarctic they have like little. They see like little, like fire, a circle of fire. They see like every time like every like 7 minutes they say that like a fire pops up.
Really?
Every 5 minutes.
Did
7 minutes.
Did you know there's parts of the Antarctic where you're not allowed to fly over? It's illegal. You can't.
No, I didn't know
That's
that.
really weird. There's a big area where you're not allowed to
Is
fly.
it that wall? They call it a wall. It's a wall that you can't fly over.
Yeah.
No, it's just an area. It's a no-fly zone, and they say the one guy. And then there's a story that there was a guy in a transport plane that picked up some sick doctors or something, and he had to take that shortcut to get to McMurdo or wherever he was going. Maybe not McMurdo, but whatever. To get them help, and he saw a gigantic opening. You know, no equipment or anything, but there's a big opening in the Antarctic where they go inside. I mean, you know, if you look at where they say Hitler went in Argentina, they say that's where he escaped to, and that Argentina, the Antarctic, is right across. Is right across the ocean. It's not too far, right? I mean, yeah, you have to go there by plane or boat or whatever, but you know, they say that Hitler could have escaped to that area.
There might be an alien right next to me right now, because some aliens be invisible.
That's true, though. I mean, they talk about the fact that they're interdimensional, and they literally could just be there. I know that's you, huh? Look at him smiling. What a handsome
Oh, he's
guy.
looking at the little alien you have at the plant. Because he said this alien next to me. Look, there he is.
There's your alien right there.
Yeah.
So what do you think they come from?
Like underwater,
How come you don't think they talk to us?
because they think. I think they think that they think we're aliens to them, when they're aliens to us. They're like, it's like the opposite. Like they don't know us that well, like we don't know them that well, because scientists discover barely even a percentage of under the water. They need a lot more percentage to check underwater.
So how can we get to know them? How will you get to know them? Or what would you do?
I would just go up to underwater and just say hi and
Under the water?
Yeah, underwater. It has to be under the water. I might if they if in the future if they make underwater suit, you can go heck deep underwater, and I would just go under there and just check what is under there. If there's fire.
But if they don't speak Spanish or English, how are you gonna do it?
I don't know. Japanese.
Japanese?
Are these bilingual? They speak both languages?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be able to get a great job. Holy crap.
Japanese? You speak Japanese to the aliens?
They kind of look Japanese. And they're pretty smart. So I don't know. They know math. Yeah, it's. I don't know. We don't know. I mean, that's the problem. Do you ever? So, do you read about it a lot? Do you read about the subject or watch YouTube or anything?
I watch my little brother likes to watch. Me and my little brother like skinwalkers. Like,
Oh, you guys watch Skinwalker Ranch?
Yeah. But we mostly watch, like, Skinwalker, like, my little brother, because we have a dog, and my little brother got scared one time because he was standing, and we were outside, it was dark, we were trying to get my bunny, and he said, Mom, let's go, no, let's leave the bunny, let's just go. And he was scared, and I had to get the bunny by myself.
So what is a skinwalker?
A skinwalker is like a witch. People say that the witch tried to do something bad to somebody, and she became a witch, and then she became to do the bad thing to the person.
The spell.
They did the spell, and they just did it on themselves, and they just became the what's it called, the deer.
Deity?
Deer.
Oh, the deer covering. Yeah, they have
Gathers.
Yeah, the skin.
Okay.
Wearing the deer skin on. Skinwalker Ranch. Have you seen it?
I've seen it, but remember you said you don't like it?
I don't like it. No.
Like
but
it.
that's okay. It's entertainment. I mean, have you seen Oak Island?
No, I haven't. I did.
Yeah, Oak Island. I say that Skinwalker Ranch is Oak Island with UFOs.
They never get there.
You never find anything. You know what I mean? But they get you just enough to
keep you going
to the next episode. You know, and I just, and then they have all these spin-offs. Have you seen Blind Frog Ranch?
I want to see that one. I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but again,
they'll take you nowhere.
Same thing. You know, I would rather watch YouTube of whatever's going on if I want to know what's going on with this. But the problem is, you get all these famous guys like Russ Coulthart at News Nation, and all the Y-Files and all these different shows. I've grown to know to think that these guys are just trying to keep for money. I don't do this for money. I don't get paid to do this. They do, and so they all of a sudden they find out some new thing, about disclosure or another. You know what a whistleblower is? It's a guy in the military or somewhere, a military, and what that is they, what it is they know something secret that, so they feel that the public should know. It's something bad.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of like being a snitch.
Yeah.
We all know what that. We know what else. We know what snitches get.
Yeah.
Snitches.
But we all want the whistleblowers to come out and tell us the aliens. Some of the whistleblowers that come out, like David Grush is one. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I heard about him, but I don't know if it's him. But one of them, they said that they're working on aircrafts, an Area 51 or something. I heard something like that.
Have you heard of Bob Lazar? He says that he worked for Area 51.
Yeah.
And then he saw.
Is he kind of old? Like he's in his.
He's older now. He's not as old as me, but he's older. And he actually worked on reverse engineering. Do you know what that means? That's where you find something,
and
then you try to figure out how it works. Yeah. So you take it apart, and so instead of putting it together, you do it in reverse. You take it apart and figure out how it works. So he allegedly said he was part of the reverse engineering in Area 51. I'm not a big fan of Bob Lazar because, and Corey's a big Bob Lazar, but we go head to head on Bob Lazar all the time because you guys are here. You're going to have to hear the story. Bob Lazar, I don't think had the security clearance to get where he says he got because he was getting his big security clearance, and something happened with his wife. We won't talk about that since we have children here. But they decided not to give him that ultimate security clearance. So I think he worked there. He proved that he worked there. You get a check stub where you have a paycheck, and a part of it is the record of what you got paid. And that was from EG&G. That's the company that does, they say, that works on that stuff. But he could only prove he was there a few weeks or something. I just don't think they would have brought him along. I think he heard a story at a bar or something, or overheard something, and pieced things together. They said that it's kind of proven that he went out in this camper and went behind Area 51, and they have these things go up at a certain time and test them. One thing is, I don't know why they would go up at the same time every time. I mean, that's kind of risky, wouldn't you think? You know, if you don't want somebody to find out something, I can't see the government going, yeah, at 8:05 tonight, we're going to be flying the spaceship. It just doesn't make any sense.
Unless there's some kind of something
that they need
at that time.
That needs at that time, maybe. But he said he saw an alien. I guess he was walking by one of the offices and there was an alien in there and that kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm just not sold on the story. You guys can, it's not that important really. But why isn't he coming out? Because they're in Congress. Have you seen that they're actually in the Senate? You haven't done the government thing yet in school, but they have hearings, and one of it's for disclosure of everything, and then they're talking about it now. And he hasn't been one there to talk about it. Why aren't they bringing him here? And well, he doesn't have anything else to say. Well, he can say it on record to the Senate. That wouldn't hurt anything. But if you have heard, and the problem is with all those witnesses, nobody's a first-hand witness except the Tic. Have you seen the Tic Tac spaceship, the Tic Tac UFO?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, it looks like a big Tic Tac.
Yeah.
And David Fravor was the jet pilot and then there was, I think, there was his wingman, which is a woman, I think, Alex something or another. And they came on TV and everything and showed what they saw. I think, and Corey hates this theory too, that was actually man-made, possibly by Lockheed, that's ours, and that I don't think a man was in there because it went really fast.
Yeah.
You know what happens if you go that fast and then change direction?
You can pass out.
Yeah, you probably get turned into liquid. It's that bad if you're going 15. It's worse than pass out. That's like our jets. Guys are still happens to them where they'll lose consciousness. But yeah, it's probably a drone. It's probably not. But I'm going on record. Not that it really matters what I say, but I think it's ours, and it was in a test. People say they wouldn't have tested that thing out there. It's too dangerous. Well, you're out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, or you're at a test range in Nevada. What's the difference? You know what I mean?
Maybe that was the first drone they made.
That might be something to do with the drones. I mean, what's this? You heard about the New Jersey drones back in New York?
Miami?
No, these were the drones. They were the size of cars, like SUVs, right? And they were flying around New Jersey. This went on for like a month.
Oh yes.
And it didn't seem to be. And they didn't really. Nobody really. They weren't. They're flying over Air Force bases, and nobody's shooting them down. It's like, why aren't we shooting them down?
Yeah, because the first thing they'll do is something happens. Something flies over the United States military. They'll shoot now.
They don't though. So I don't know what the deal is with that. That was another weird thing.
They had to know.
But the military. But over the years, we had Roswell. You've heard of Roswell?
No.
Roswell's kind of it's not the beginning, but it's one of the most popular. It's one of the most popular stories. And around July 8th, it was 1947, if I believe. A flying there's different stories about what it looked like, but it was during a big electrical storm, and this thing crashes, and then they recovered. So the military went out, and they gathered up all the bodies. There was like 2 or 3 bodies. Well, they say one was still alive. They called it an E-bin. It was one of the short 4-foot aliens. And and then they said and then they picked up every piece of the spaceship.
The thing that I really get scared of is like, what if like the aliens are like spying on us, or they're like friends with the like Donald Trump or something. They're friends with him, and they're like, they don't want to just talk about it like a lot. They don't want to talk about it a lot, because if they did talk about it a lot, that means that they weren't friends with them. So they might be friends with the alien.
That's a great outlook. Yeah, maybe Donald Trump's an alien.
Yeah.
They say some politicians are those reptilians, and that they drink blood and do all kinds of bad stuff. I mean, there's, but I mean, a lot of people just. Did you realize there's? Did you realize over 200,000 people a year disappear in the United States? But 1% of those are found because kids run away or whatever happened. But there's 1% that they never find.
Where did they go?
Where did they go? 1% of 200,000. Yeah. So where are they going? It's worse in South America.
Yes.
I mean, you probably
People disappear over there in Guatemala all the time. Mexico as well.
people just in Africa. I mean, they say people just don't come back. They go out hunting, whatever, gazelle. I don't know, and they just never come back. They never find a body. And are these people being taken for
like experiments?
Or their blood? They say there's another freaky thing where you guys are gonna have nightmares over this one, where they are trying to extract I think it's called adrenochrome out of children, and they bring them in and they make these guys are gonna have nightmares about this. I'm gonna say it anyway. They abduct children, and then is he gonna be okay here? Okay. It's probably not true, but I'll say it anyway.
No, say it's fine.
That they bring them somewhere and they do things to them to frighten them. Have you ever been really frightened almost to the point where...
It's like that Toy Story movie, or was it that little cartoon?
Yeah.
Scare the kids.
Yeah.
And the kids are afraid, and they get all this energy from them, right?
Yeah, was that Monsters, Inc.?
Monsters, Inc., yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody I actually saw that a couple of times. But yeah, that's kind of interesting you should say that. That is weird that they did that with that. I wonder if there's a tie-in. Yeah. But anyway, so they frighten children, and when they get all scared like that, they actually extract, I don't know what it is, from them, their brain stem or whatever. And it makes this adrenochrome, I think it's called adrenochrome. I need a producer that can look up stuff for me. And then what they do is they give out that to like famous people. Famous people buy it, and what it does is it makes them not age. So it's like
It's good and bad thing.
It's a bad thing because it took it away from you.
Yeah, I don't know what harm it causes the child to do that. Maybe they do it over and over again to the same kid. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a horrible thought.
Yeah, but I think if you're scaring a kid too often, something has to happen.
Well, at some point they're going to be like, I ain't scared anymore. There's nothing happened.
Especially the kids nowadays.
Oh, they don't care. I'm scared of them.
Yeah, but Monsters Inc., that was a good one, though.
That's weird that you mentioned that.
Yeah. They have them in this little, like in a, in a place where the kids come, they scare them, boom. They just take something out of them, and then next
I'm
kid. I'm
going to have to watch that.
Next kid, and it's just...
I never had the tie-in. I forgot all about that. That's weird. Because now they're talking about this adrenochrome thing.
If you actually go back to each cartoon, there's something tied to everything.
Well, Disney, they say, is really nefarious in a lot of the stuff they do. And that, in fact, Disney, you guys been to Disneyland probably, right?
No.
Not yet?
I gotta take them.
You want to go?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
You don't know? Oh, that's awesome. I've been there like 10
I
times.
need to take them. I probably will take them.
Yeah, you got to take them. They're at their perfect age.
Yeah.
But I've been to Disneyland, Disney World. Disney World's really cool too. But they say there's tunnels. I mean, this is true. There is tunnels underneath Disneyland, and they said kids go missing. They go kids
go missing in Disneyland.
in Disneyland.
I heard about that.
And people they're taken.
They're not gonna want to take you guys on. You guys have trouble. They're gonna send you guys back.
Bilingual, you might have. You'd be valuable down there.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to talk about? We went through almost my whole list.
I don't know. Skinwalkers.
So you like the Skinwalker? So
He likes it a lot.
You like Skinwalker Ranch?
But he doesn't.
That's not scary. Think of the orb. See, they don't really say anything.
No.
It's not even. It's just like an animal. It's like a person who could become into an animal. It's like when I say now, I don't know how to say it.
See one that one?
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked. That's the first podcast we talked about.
Yeah.
The girl that turns into has the body of a nice, good-looking woman, but as soon as she turns, has the face of a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a skinwalker in a way.
Well, there was, and I read the book, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, and they talked about how they saw a dino beaver, which is a beaver that was kind of a hybrid dinosaur beaver hybrid. A giant wolf was there. These orbs that would come around. They say there's different stories about orbs coming in there, flying saucers or UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena. It's who knows? So you know about Travis Taylor? Travis Taylor, the guy that's on Skinwalker. You know him?
We don't watch it. We was like
They just watch like short videos, like films. Like,
You don't watch the whole show?
I don't watch the whole show.
Yeah, Travis is on there quite a bit. I don't know if he's still on
I like his personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a nice personality.
Yeah, and he's pretty sharp cut. But, there's so many, there's just so much to the whole phenomenon.
barely anybody knows what's out there in space. Nobody knows what's out there in space.
So, do you watch science fiction movies at all? With aliens? Oh, they have a whole new world.
Yeah, it's different.
Have you seen Independence Day? Have you heard Independence
I
Day?
have. You should watch Independence.
Yeah, Independence Day is a good one.
E.T.
Oh, definitely E.T.
Yeah.
There's so many science fiction movies out there that they're good stories. They have to be good stories. You stayed still pretty long. I'm pretty proud of you. Usually they get bored pretty fast.
Bigfoot, that one that really gets me. I don't know if it's real or fake.
Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Well, Bigfoot's that's a good point.
Or if it's not Bigfoot, like giants. Giants. If not the aliens did not help the ancient people, the giants.
You know what giants were made of, right? Giants were basically.
They were like
No.
Mother Nature made them,
No.
I think. No.
They say giants were made out of when God kind of what did God do? God basically didn't want the bad angels in a way.
Oh.
He sent them back to Earth, and then those bad angels had kids with humans, and those are they call them the fallen angels, and those are the giants.
I've heard that theory. Yeah. Well, Bigfoot's interesting for sure.
Like if they're real, is it real or fake?
Or we have to go into the woods, try to go find Bigfoot.
I'm not going.
Why not?
I
Why
don't
not?
know. stop
They don't hurt you. Well, I don't think that. I haven't heard of them hurting
Anybody
anyone.
hurting anybody? Yeah.
You know.
Bigfoot used to be like very popular, but now kids don't.
Kids don't. What do kids think? You guys are. Do kids ever talk about it with your friends? About aliens?
No, I'm the only one in my school who doesn't know about it.
You never. Do you ever say, "Do you believe in aliens"?
I have, but some of our friends.
That's the thing. That's the thing about the Mutual UFO Network. There's a lot of people my age and stuff there. There's not a lot of younger people. So I don't know what's going to happen to MUFON in the future.
People are gonna stop thinking about aliens.
Yeah,
That's for you to bring it up, though. You're gonna have to take over.
Yeah, take over. Say aliens are real.
MUFON's once a month. You should maybe you should take them. You should take them to a meeting.
Well, fun, yeah.
You know, it's on the second Saturday of every month. They just had one today. But and I heard today there was 4 people there that talked about experience. They were experiencers.
Whoa.
You know, and I get people. We have some good people that come on the show from those meetings. So I get to bring them on here. The group that Elder's been with. You know, that's a lot of those people are. The Matt is my we call him MUFON Matt. He's usually my assistant there, my co-host. So it's pretty fun. It's just fun to do, but yeah. But Bigfoot is this is what's Bigfoot. I've heard a lot of stories about Bigfoot that it's an actual alien. And Bigfoot's an alien. It's just
it can be like the 8-foot aliens.
Yeah, I mean he's just. But there's Expedition Bigfoot is one thing, and it's a show that comes on. If you watch that, it's interesting. They're and they're like a lot of videos. It's like Skinwalker, you know. They don't really catch him, but it's a fun show to watch.
I heard that Bigfoot's like the aliens kind of drop him to kind of check everything out.
Yeah.
And they pick him back up.
And then people start thinking about it. And then
Where'd you hear that?
Again.
I don't know what I heard, but that's what I heard. Like
That's an interesting thought.
They drop him off, and he's the one, for example, like the Boy Scout in a way, checking everything out that they need him to check on.
Really?
And then they go back and grab him when he needs to come back.
So they take him back.
Yeah.
These guys went into this cave. It was really weird. One of the better episodes I saw of this, and they had infrared, and they actually went into the cave. They thought he went into this cave. This is in the Pacific, like Oregon or something. Might even have been California. There's a lot of sightings in California up in the
Bigfoot?
Yeah. But they went in there and they had infrared, and they walked right by this thing, and it was crouched down. The guy with the camera, I think, went by this next, and he saw this on infrared crouching down. It's like he can't see him. It's like he's invisible. We can't. If it decides
Not show himself.
to not show himself, then he can,
That's kind of interesting.
So.
What if the aliens are dropping the Bigfoot and they're just dropping him to learn our language, so one day they can come down and talk to us?
I would like to. That could be true. I'm thinking that they're pretty smart, and they're an advanced civilization. But we don't know that. Maybe they just know how to fly. We don't know what they, But we assume since they've got aircraft, they can do the things they do. That they're that they have an intelligence. That it'd be hard to be able to design an aircraft like that and yet not understand how to figure out another language. Figure out how easy it is to, well, look at you guys. You guys, you guys understand 2 languages.
What if they're forbidden to talk to us though?
Yeah, like octopus. Like there's some octopus, like large octopuses underwater. I forgot what kind of name it's octopus, but they were like a long time ago. They're like pirates, and then the big ass octopus like just grabbed the pirates.
Yeah, I've seen that pic. There's a picture they show every once in a
Yeah.
while of it grabbing the ship. There's another theory that octopus are aliens.
They
There's a
found-
lot of strange things about octopus that don't fit into, you know, the and there's so many different species.
Scientists found a new kind of octopus underwater. I don't know how deep was it. They found it. It was like the octopus can like it was black and it like changed. No, it didn't change. It was like a disc inside of the octopus. And
Yeah.
there's like colors under it and just kept the like colors. I forgot what the name was but it was an octopus that they just found out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different octopus down there.
Oh.
That's another theory.
I'll try to look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. There's my dog barking. Well, you got anything else, Elder? We're just about out of time.
I think we should talk. We should. I don't know. Probably get with them again.
Yeah,
Have a different.
you guys are definitely invited back over.
Thank you.
You're bored with this, aren't you? I've had enough of this. You hung in there a long time, though. Good job. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Alien Probe Podcast.
Goodbye.
We welcome comments, questions, or requests to alienprobepodcast@gmail.com. Visit us on Facebook. Check out our website, alienprobe.net. Twitter and Instagram at alienprobepod. YouTube, Rumble, and Patreon. Subscribe on Patreon at Alien Probe Podcast. Thank you, Elder.
Thank you.
Thank you,
For having
gentlemen.
us.
Thank you.
Junior. And you coming back? You come back and do it again?
Yep. Did the
All
future
right, everybody
generation-
wave, say bye.
Bye.